everyone, so I'm going to do a video for washing your hair. It may seem very simple, but I get asked a lot, what products I use, why I use them, and also I think it is actually quite handy to know what you should be doing when you wash your hair, and also kind of just to make sure that clients are actually getting the most out of the products that they're using at home. I think this might be a really helpful video. It's very simple video. So to start, I am using the oil shampoo and the oil conditioner. I've been using this for a few months now on my hair, and I absolutely love it. It's the Davines products. We do them in the salon. This shampoo is great for all hair types. It adds lots of shine, lots of hydration into the hair. One thing it does have in it is Ruku oil, I think it is. Not too sure how you say it. Actually stimulates a bit hair growth as well. And I would definitely say since using this, I have noticed my hair stay fuller, thicker for longer. And the ends of my hair feel a good wee bit stronger as well. So it does do what it says it does. I team it up with the conditioner because I don't find my hair overly dry or anything. If you wanted to use this shampoo with a different conditioner, you totally could. The Davines products are all sulfate free. So we have Davines range in our salon, we have the Beauty Works range in our salon, and we have the Maria Nila in the salon too. We don't tend to stock that as much now, but it is fabulous as well. So all products that we use are sulfate free. The reason for that being is to get the most out of your colour, you have to use the sulfate free shampoo. There's plenty of shampoos out there that have sulfates in it. Us as a salon, that's what we promote. We promote sulfate free. So when you have your colour done, we basically want your colour to last as long as possible. So when you have a colour done, you don't want to be going home and putting something on that's just drawing the colour straight back out of your hair. So without getting all scientific on you, basically what sulfates do is they go into the hair and they deeply cleanse the hair, and they draw out everything that's inside of it. So whether it's drawing out the nutrients in your hair, it's drawing out the colour in your hair, toners, like if you're blonde, your colour won't last as long as if you're using the wrong shampoo. So yeah, it's really important to use a shampoo that's sulfate free if you have your hair coloured. Most hairdressers will probably tell you this, but we don't always recommend the supermarket products. To really put it down in a nutshell, you're buying something that's made cheaply. So you're buying something with cheap ingredients in it, ingredients that aren't good for your hair. They've got too much plastic, silicons, anything like that that's coating your hair is really just damaging your hair through time. So I'm going to get on with the washing of the hair. If you have any questions about shampoos or anything like that, there will be a comment box on the video, so please just put any questions that you have under there, or you can message me directly with your questions as well. After I've uploaded this, I might actually put a wee question box on my Instagram, and then it just means people can ask while it's on their mind as well. Okay, so we're using obviously the shower head here. It's the best scenario I can set up to kind of show you exactly what needs to be done. So before you go in the shower, you should always make sure that you brush your hair through, so that there's no taps or anything in the hair before you start. I would say do this with extensions or without extensions. Always make sure that your hair is smooth before you begin the shower. Get the right water temperature here for this wee lady. Okay, so you have rinsed your hair until it is completely wet, and then we're going to take the oil shampoo. Now these shampoos should last you quite a long time, and they should go quite far. I've had this shampoo since November, and I've currently got about that much left. So it does last a long time. Now let's talk about how much shampoo you use when you shampoo your hair. Technically you shouldn't be using too much. These products go far, as stated before. So I would take roughly about that much. That much being around about a 10 pence piece size. Now our doll's head has sort of medium to fine hair, so that is what I would recommend for that amount of hair. You're then going to distribute that shampoo around the scalp area. So using a rotation motion with your hands, you're scrubbing it into your scalp. This is going to bring all the dirt to the surface, and it's going to cleanse in at the root area, which is where you need to clean your hair. Don't worry about lathering onto the ends, just continue to massage the shampoo into the scalp to ensure you create a little bit of a lather and a cleanse. So make sure you keep scrubbing your hair until you feel, although you've given it a really good scrub. And then I would continue then to rinse the product out of your hair. Now your first rinse, you want to make sure that you do remove most of the product, but don't forget you're going to do a second shampoo. So then you can go in and fully rinse the hair after the second shampoo. One thing I would always make sure is that you always wash your hair in the shower. Washing your hair over a bath means that the cuticles will be running in the direction that you don't want them to run. Then you're going to do your second shampoo. Again, you're going to use about the same amount of shampoo as you did the first time. So I would technically use about a 10 pence piece size. Again, as long as your hair is medium to fine. If your hair is super thick, I would maybe go up to a 50 pence piece size every time you wash. Then you're going to continue doing the same thing again, the same rotation with your hands to ensure you're getting a good lather up at the scalp area and that you're also deeply cleansing that scalp. So nice rotation movements to make sure that you get a good scrub. When you're doing your own head, you'll have two hands to use. I'm using one hand to keep the head still, but you'll be able to use both your hands. So a nice rotation motion to bring all the dirt to the surface. Your second shampoo is important, and again, don't worry about lathering the ends too much. As you can see here, there's a lather created in the root area, but not so much on the ends. As I said before, don't worry about your ends too much. It's the root area that you really need to make sure that you cleanse. I would recommend rinsing your hair after two shampoos for at least maybe sort of 2 to 3 minutes, just to ensure all the product is removed from your hair before conditioning. So then you're going to go on to conditioning your hair. Again, you don't want to use too much. Depending on the thickness of your hair, I would probably use about that much for medium to fine hair. Again, I've had this since November, so you can see how much I've got left in that little pot. So it does go quite far. Work the product between your fingertips, rubbing it together, and you're going to make sure that you only use conditioner on your mid-lengths and ends. You never want to take conditioner up into your root area. So just using the same technique as I am, work the conditioner through your mid-lengths and ends. Once you've worked your conditioner through your mid-lengths and ends, I would probably leave it on for about maybe 2 minutes, just while you maybe wash your body in the shower, just to make sure then that gets a good condition before rinsing, and then I would go on to rinse. Make sure you rinse your conditioner for a good 2 to 3 minutes as well, just to make sure that you're not leaving any conditioner in your hair. The last thing you want to do is when you go to style your hair and dry your hair, you can feel the conditioner still in it. It'll make it limp. If anyone ever struggles with volume in their hair, this is probably one of the main reasons. Using conditioner in your root area and also not rinsing it out properly. Turn her around again. Nope. Falling on me. Wee Betty was just having a wee fall there. So yeah, then I would pop a towel around your head, squeeze out the excess water. You do not want to rub your hair. Use a soft brush or comb and brush from the bottoms up to the mid lengths, up to the root area, to avoid any knotting from this area onto this area. Because if you don't get the knots out of here first before bringing this down, this is where your hair would be most fragile. So if you brush all the way down and there's tats here, especially if you've got really long thick hair, then you would find that the knots would end up breaking your hair at the bottom. If you don't have one of these, I would highly recommend that you get one. It's a Wet Brush Pro, and it's a soft bristle brush, and it's fab for getting out knots and just gliding through the hair. Like, you can see how easily it glides through the hair. And then because you brush your hair before you went in the shower, everything is still really smooth. So I am hoping that you found that really helpful. You might have found it a little bit simple, but that's really what it was supposed to be. Just wanted to share a few tips and tricks really on how to wash your hair properly. No matter what products you're using, you have to make sure that firstly your hair is nice and smooth before you go in the shower, that the products that you're using are being distributed across your hair properly. Don't worry about getting a lather, and don't worry about getting a lather in your ends of your hair. A lather is purely there just for the likes of, if you use a shampoo and you get a lather, you prefer that to the other shampoo that didn't have as much of a lather. But majority of the time, the shampoo without as much of a lather is the better shampoo. The bubbles that are created in the shampoo aren't there for any reason. They don't clean your hair any better than what one without does. So yeah, really look into the products that you're using in your hair. I get a lot of the time people say my hair lacks in volume, it's dry, it's oily, I have to wash it every day. If you have to wash your hair every day and you feel like you really can't get away from it, there will be a product out there for you. I don't mind giving people some advice. If anybody wants to message me directly, I can sort of recommend what I would think would work well on their hair. But yeah, hopefully you found this really simple video helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed. Now I am going to go and properly enjoy my gym.